Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram today. And in this part of the cricket show, we don't have any international matches like test matches or one-day international happening. But what I'm going to start off is with the second semi-final, which was played between the Perth Scorchers and Melbourne Stars. The Perth Scorchers entered the final. In fact, they won the match. It was a last ball win, and I will talk about that. It was with Melbourne Stars, which was played at the Western Australian Cricket Association ground in Perth. In fact, they won the match by 8 wickets by the Duckworth-Lewis method and went into the finals of the Big Bash League to face Brisbane Heat on Saturday. Well, I'll talk about that. It was an exciting match, and then we'll look at some cricket news which is making the rounds. As I said, there's not much happening, but well, I'm going to start off with the Big Bash League today. As far as the Big Bash League was concerned, today was the second semi-final which was played. As you know, Brisbane Heat has already made sure of the semi-finals, with Luke Palmer's Bash actually scoring 112 runs the other day. But today it was Perth Scorchers versus the Melbourne Stars, and Perth Scorchers actually went on to 8-wicket victory. But in fact, Melbourne Stars were the ones who actually batted first. Perth Scorchers inserted the Melbourne Stars to bat first, and they made 183 for 2. Contributions coming in from Cameron White, 88 of 53 balls with 9 fours and 5 sixes. And there was a lot of contributions. Luke Wright made only 16 of 12 balls with 2 sixes. Brad Hodge cracked 70 runs of 43 deliveries, 3 fours and 5 sixes. Quinny was not out on 3. 183 for 2 was the final score for the Perth Scorchers. As far as the bowling is concerned, Alfonso Thomas 3 overs cost him 27 runs. Ben Doff 4 overs 1 for 47. Coulter Nile was the most economical of the lot, 4 overs costing him 24 runs and a wicket to his name. Michael Beer 4 overs no maiden none for 39, and Hogg 3 overs no maiden none for 44, which was very costly. Perth Scorchers, in their reply, they started off in a very sparkling fashion. In fact, Gibbs was retired hurt for 7, and they lost Coulter Nile too. Was out for a blob as he was gone of the very first ball delivery that he faced from Hastings. But after that, the partnership between Adam Vokes and Sean Marsh assumed really good proportions. But Sean Marsh was the one who was doing all the major scoring. He was really hitting the ball, and there was one person by the name Alex Keith who was making his debut. He had a really unforgettable debut, as he was cracked for 27 runs in a single over by Sean Marsh. And Sean Marsh was doing well, and Sean Marsh departed, and the score was 101. His individual score was 68 of just 40 deliveries, 8 fours and 3 sixes, caught out by Faulkner. And well, it seemed like it was Michael Hussey and Adam Vokes at the crease. And then slowly Adam Vokes and Michael Hussey started building up. Adam Vokes was really quietly entrenched, so he was the one who was doing all the scoring. He hit 1 4 and 3 sixes in his unbeaten knock of 36. But Michael Hussey was the one who took them to victory. But let me tell you, this victory came only off the last ball. What happened was Faulkner was the bowler. They were in fact, the match went all down to the wire, and it was a Duckworth-Lewis method because of rain. The match had to be decided in 13 overs. In 13 overs, they had to score the required amount of runs. So it was decided by the Duckworth-Lewis method. But what was interesting was the final delivery that was bowled by Faulkner, who had lots of discussions before actually bowling that final delivery. It was Shane Warne who couldn't bowl. As you know, Shane Warne is not supposed to bowl, so he couldn't take any part. He couldn't really bowl. And it was Faulkner who was entrusted the responsibility of bowling the final delivery with 3 runs required. Adam Vokes was the person on strike, and just listen to this drama. Adam Vokes, in comes Faulkner, bowls to Vokes, and Vokes gets a wide delivery, and in fact they have scampered across, and there's a bye. But what people have not noticed is that the umpire has stretched his hand to say it's a no ball. So 2 more runs to win, and Michael Hussey comes to the crease. So what is it going to be? So previously, probably Melbourne Stars were thinking that they have already had the victory because it was a bye scampered and they might have won by 2 runs, but it's not so. You see the umpire's hand, which the fielders and the bowlers have not really seen, but well, the Perth Scorchers have definitely seen that. It was a signal for a no ball, and Michael Hussey will be taking strike. Faulkner would be the bowler, only 2 runs to get. It would decide whether Perth Scorchers, if 2 runs are scored by Michael Hussey, Perth Scorchers will be into the semi-finals of the Big Bash League along with Brisbane Heat, but if not, then it will be Melbourne Stars marching into the finals. But let's see what happens. Faulkner comes in and bowls to us, and Hussey has actually lofted it over mid-on, and he has gone for 2 runs, and that's it. That's the victory for Perth Scorchers. Perth Scorchers have won the match. In fact, they have romped into the finals of the Big Bash League 2013 with an 8-wicket win by the Duckworth-Lewis method. Michael Hussey has given them the victory. Not out on 18 of 12 balls with 1-4. Adam Vokes was not out on 36 of 21 balls with 1-4 and 3 6, 139 for 2. And Perth Scorchers have won this match by 8 wickets. What a victory of the last delivery as far as the bowling figures were concerned. So it will be Perth Scorchers against the Brisbane Heat on Saturday in the Big Bash League Final 2013. Look at the bowling figures. Faulkner, 3 overs, 1 for 22, entrusted the responsibility of bowling the final over. I thought he still did a fine job. 2 overs for 22 for Jackson Bird. Mascarenhas bowled 3 overs, none for 27, 3 overs, none for 22, 1 for 22 for Hastings. But Alex Keith, who was on his debut today, 1 over cost him 27 runs, which was carted by Sean Marsh. Luke Wright, 1 over, went for 12 runs, and the man of the match went to Sean Marsh for the Perth Scorchers. So Perth Scorchers march into the final with Brisbane Heat, and they would be crossing swords with each other at Perth on Saturday in the Big Bash League Finals 2013. Right. Now, I wanted to get you the excitement there. I hope you all enjoyed it. And so let's go into some cricket news now. As far as cricket news is concerned, we are going to have a series. In fact, you'll be wondering what it is. Yes, it is West Indies who is actually coming to Australia, and they're going to play 5 one-day internationals and 1 T20. So that's the only thing. They're not going to play any test matches. It is going to be 5 one-day internationals and 2020. The only thing that I would like to talk about this particular West Indies squad, which has been selected to play Australia in Australia. As you know, the first warm-up fixture is in the Prime Minister's 11 in Canberra on January 29, but they arrive in Australia on 26th of January. As far as the West Indies squad is concerned, Darren Sammy will be leading the team. There's no doubt about it. Dwayne Bravo, Tino Best, they have Darren Bravo, Johnson Charles, Narsingh Deonarine, Chris Gale has to really get off the blocks now because he's been having a very, very poor season. Jason Holder, Sunil Nareen, Kieran Pollard, Kieran Powell, Kema Roche, Andre Russell, Ramnaresh Sarwan. Now that is the talking point of this particular squad that West Indies have selected to play Australia. The reason Ramnaresh Sarwan is coming after a long hiatus, he's coming after 18 months into the West Indies squad. He still has something in him, and Ramnaresh Sarwan probably has got the opportunity because there's no Marlon Samuels in the team. So that's the precise reason Ramnaresh Sarwan has got the opportunity, and I'm sure he would like to take it with both hands. But we know for a fact that Marlon Samuels, who was involved in a controversy which Shane Warne would definitely be back. Probably his eye injury has to heal and then he would be back. But Ramnaresh Sarwan is such a person. He's a very good person. I mean, a very good batsman. He's been a quality batsman. Once upon a time, it was Shivnarine Chanderpaul and Ramnaresh Sarwan who was actually been the person who were actually holding the innings. So Ramnaresh Sarwan comes into the mix after a gap of 18 months. So that would be interesting. And they have Devon Thomas. So that's the squad which has been selected by West Indies for the upcoming 5 one-day internationals and 1 T20 match, and also the warm-up fixture against Prime Minister's 11 in Canberra on January the 29th. So that is the team. The other news that I have from here is as you know, the Bangladesh Premier League is about to begin tomorrow, and the sad news is that Pakistan have completely pulled out of the Bangladesh Premier League because the NOC has not been signed by the PCB. So that's the precise reason they have decided that none of the Pakistan players would be participating in the Bangladesh Premier League, thus putting at a sort of a real block on the Bangladesh Premier League, which is about to begin tomorrow, because Bangladesh only have very little time to just go for some international recruits. What are they going to do? It is something one has to really wait and watch. But it's very sad there will be no Pakistan participation in the Bangladesh Premier League 2013, unfortunately. The other news that I have from here, well, I'm just trying to see whether I can get some news for you here. Well, I don't. And one news which is coming in from England, as you know, Ian Blackwell is a good all-rounder. He's also played certain internationals too. Durham has decided to not give Blackwell a chance in the team, as he has been a sort of a permanent member in the team, but in this 2013 season Durham has not had look at Blackwell. And Jesse Ryder of New Zealand, who has always been into controversy, a lot of hot water because of getting into lots of some or the other unruly incident, has said that he's just waiting for the England tour to really show his colors. I mean, probably he's just waiting for the England series to start. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, I don't have any other news to cover today. Hope you enjoyed my Big Bash League coverage here. Thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Well, I have time, so again, it's a big thanks to all those subscribers and friends who are consistently subscribing to my cricket videos on Cricket Happenings. And you know, I definitely get a lot of encouraging words from a lot of people, which is very good to see and very good to hear and very good to read. So thank you very much for all the support that you have been giving me. It has been a tremendous association with you friends and subscribers on this show, and as I said, you are the ones who really run this show. So keep that running, and I will keep running with you, and we will one day, I'm sure we will one day reach the goal that we have intended to reach as far as Cricket Happenings are concerned. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note, this is your host Ram, ending up the show for today, but promising you that I'll be back with my regular Cricket Happenings edition tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.